Hello everyone. This is a video to just let you know about this new fantastic technology that allows us to perform and play over the internet in what is perceivably real time. So what that means is that the latency is so low that you can't tell that you're in different rooms across the city or in different cities even. So this is possible. I didn't think it was possible, but I've been working with some people on this, and I've been able to perform concerts with this and to teach using this technology, and it is really amazing. I think this technology is here to stay, and it's only going to get better over time. So I'd really like to encourage you guys to get involved in this technology and set it up in your own homes so that you can use it for your own purposes. But hopefully we can make music together, and maybe we can use it to. I can use it to teach you lessons if you're taking lessons with me. So here's where we start. So the goal is ultra low latency. So what does that mean? Well, low latency just means the amount of delay there is between our connection. And so a lot of people will say, as regards to their internet, I have great internet because they have great upload and download speeds, but you don't actually need great internet. What you need is low latency, and unfortunately, even when you have great internet, that might not include low latency. So even the most basic internet provides enough upload and download speed to achieve what we need for this. But like I said, what we need is low latency, and unfortunately, it seems like the only option that is really viable in Canada, and at least in Ottawa, where I'm located, is Bell Fiber internet. So my latency with Bell Fiber internet is 4 milliseconds, and the jitter is less than a millisecond. So that's incredibly low, and unfortunately their competitors don't have anything comparable at the moment. Rogers and TechSavvy have ridiculously high latency, and I've had no success testing this technology with anybody using Rogers or TechSavvy, sadly. So you need some low latency internet, and then you also need a decent computer, so preferably something that's relatively new. But I've had some people who have used some old computers that have had some good results. You need an Ethernet connection. So Wi-Fi just doesn't cut it. There's too many issues with Wi-Fi. It doesn't work. You need to be plugged in directly to your router. That makes a huge difference, and it's one of the cheapest things that you can get going to see if this works. The other thing that you need is an audio interface. So I can suggest some, I'll write some in the notes of this video below. So an audio interface with a microphone that uses an XLR cable, and then headphones. So you're going to need that. And the other things that you're going to need is you're going to need Jamulus. Jamulus is a free software which you can download, which helps with lower latency over the internet. So, like I said, the ultimate goal is ultra low latency. So with Skype or other video calling software like Zoom and things like that, or even making a phone call, the latency is about it's about half a second, so 500 milliseconds, which is way too high. That's just too noticeable. You can't make music over the internet with someone else like that. It's just not possible as far as time is concerned. So Jamulus and other software, there's also another one called Jacktrip, and I think there's another one called Jamkazam. There's a few different ones. They help make this possible. So Jamulus is free, and so is Jacktrip. I've been using Jamulus, so I'd recommend you try out Jamulus. So yeah, those are the things. So decent computer, Ethernet connection, an audio interface with a XLR microphone and headphones. A USB microphone is not adequate, completely unacceptable. It's not going to work, unfortunately. And then you need an internet service provider that provides really low latency. And at the moment, it seems like, at least in my experience, Bell is the only one that provides that. I'm hoping that people will come in and compete. Maybe Starlink will make some things viable for people in more rural areas. That I haven't had any experience with that yet. So those are the main factors that can give you really low latency. And so aside from that, there are other factors which are kind of outside of our control to some extent. So there's internet traffic. So this could be how many other people in your home are using the internet. That can have an impact on the latency. So sometimes we can control that a little bit. But there's also just internet traffic for your whole neighborhood. And there's also the factor of the network of how the internet is connected in your city and routed in your city, which are things that unfortunately I don't know how we can control those at the moment. And then another factor is the server location. So this is something that can be controlled, and there's services out there that provide some control of that. So there's a new one that was set up by a colleague of mine called syncspace.live, and they have a lot of info on this for optimizing over the internet jamming. So, like I said, this technology is fairly new, but it's great. I've already had some fantastic results, and I'd really love it for you guys to get involved in this. Don't wait. This is the way of the future, and it's really incredible, and it's only going to get better. So that's it for now. Check out the notes in the description of the video, and let me know if you have any questions. Let's make some music. Take care.